It has brought to focus the need to improve the statistical systems. The index enables goal-based planning, gap-based prioritization, and indices-based outcome targeting. Now, coming to the methodology, as is in the case of SDG India Index, we are following exactly the same methodology. Raw data taken either from the respective states or from central agencies. Target setting for each of the targets, there are 81 targets that we have taken, which is the same for the baseline edition, that is 21-22. For each of the targets, there is a normative goal set, and the distance from the goal is taken to calculate the normalized values. This is a part of the larger national effort towards SDG localization, ensuring that global goals find relevance in local realities. The northeastern region has distinct geographic, socio-cultural, and economic characteristics. A one-size-fits-all approach may not work in such a diverse region. Monitoring progress at the district level enables strategies to be tailored to its local needs. This second edition of the index builds upon a baseline released in 21-22, helping us identify at a granular level the progress on several SDG goals. The index puts the spotlight to district level successes and disparities and aims to serve as a tool for enabling more equitable development planning. As we approach 2030, this report provides a crucial checkpoint in our collective journey of achieving the SDG goals and provides us with important feedback for proceeding into the future. I will in brief present a few slides highlighting the main features. The handouts which have been circulated also encapsulates these main features of the report.
Today, CEO Niti Aayog, Shri BVR Subramanian, and Secretary of Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, Shri Chanchal Kumar, and Senior Advisor SDGs, Shri Rajiv Kumar Sen, distinguished officials, colleagues, and media here present, Namaste, and good evening. It is a privilege for me to be here today at this important launch of the second edition of the Northeastern Region District SDG Index. I wish to congratulate Niti Aayog and the Ministry of Development of the Northeastern Region for their leadership and their commitment to use data for better governance, human development, and inclusive growth in a region that holds immense potential for India's sustainable future. Now, this new edition stands on a strong foundation which was built by the first Northeastern Region District SDG Index, as was mentioned, was released in 2021. And that edition was much more than a benchmarking tool. It became a driver for action. And the first edition contributed to three important shifts. First, it inspired real ownership and accountability. The states in the Northeast have taken strong ownership of this initiative. Beyond a report, it has become a tool for action. They have used the data insights to focus policy and investments where they were most needed, especially on areas that were falling behind. And you can see the progress with all the greens now. Several Northeast states have established high-level committees and working groups, not just to track progress, but also to take action. Secondly, it has strengthened data at the grassroots, so we can really truly measure impact. By building up data capacities at the district level, it has truly made SDG localization more meaningful and effective. States like Nagaland and Mizoram have developed SDG dashboards that capture data not only at the district level, but even down to the village level, in the case of Mizoram. And this ensures quality and timeliness in both of this data. And they've also conducted capacity building workshops across the districts. Third, and very important, it has sparked innovation in funding. Several states have taken the insights from this report and created catalytic funding models. And this has helped accelerate progress in priority districts and tackle challenges with greater precision. Let me give you an example. In Mizoram, they have set up an SDG-aligned platform to attract investments in priority districts. This CSR matchmaking portal is being developed to channel resources where they are most needed. Meghalaya has also set up an SDG catalytic fund, which is a decentralized funding mechanism to fast-track progress. So as you can see, this second edition aims to catalyze and build on these good developments so that they can be faster SDG progress and also to deepen collaboration within and between states, especially in remote and underserved areas, to ensure that no one is left behind. In this context, building stronger institutional capacities for decentralized planning is of utmost importance. And our priority is to ensure that every data point leads to meaningful, integrated action across sectors that improves human development outcomes for all. This index that's guided by MDONA and NITI Aayog has tremendous potential as a strategic governance tool. Its insights can help to shape district SDG action plans and also to drive both public and private investments towards SDG priorities. And this enables states to carry out targeted interventions where they're needed most and measure real impact. At UNDP, through our programs, we will continue to partner with both MDONA and NITI Aayog to support states in building evidence for action, capability enhancement, strengthening partnerships, and providing technical support through our SDG Coordination and Acceleration Centers model. We congratulate this key achievement under its innovative SDG localization agenda, and we remain committed to supporting the ministry and all state governments in the Northeast to turn data into actionable policies and impactful programs to ensure that no one is left behind. Dhanyavad and thank you.
लोगों के लिए SDG इंडेक्स 2023-24 का लॉन्च किया जा रहा है। इस विभाग का एक यह भी काम है कि हम लोग 55 बड़े मंत्रालय के खर्च को देखें और उनके बजट का करीब 10% खर्च उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्र में होना है या नियम है। हमने आज ही उसकी फाइनल बैठक की है कि 2024-25 का खर्चा क्या है। 2023-24 में करीब 92,000 करोड़ के लक्ष्य के विरुद्ध हम लोगों ने 1,02,749 करोड़ खर्च किए हुए हैं, करीब 10,000 लक्ष्य से अधिक। इस साल का हम लोग का जो फिगर था करीब 87,000 से कुछ अधिक करोड़ के लक्ष्य के विरुद्ध हम लोगों ने 88,000 से अधिक, मतलब 1,000 को इस साल हमने खर्च किए, जबकि इस साल 3 महीना हमारा करीब चुनाव में समय बीत गया था। अर्थात पिछले 2 सालों में हम लोग देखते हैं कि हमारा जो खर्च है अलग अलग मंत्रालयों का, अलग अलग योजनाओं पर, स्कीमों पर, परियोजनाओं पर, वह खर्च लक्ष्य से ज्यादा हो रहा है। यह तो एक मापदंड है देखने का कि हमारी वहाँ की ग्रोथ रेट क्या है, हमारे विकास दर क्या है। तो एक इसका मापदंड है जो मैंने आपको बताया था कि हमारा पैसा खर्च अधिक हो रहा है। अब कितनी क्वालिटी से खर्च हो रहा है, उसका क्या लाभ लोगों को मिल रहा है, वह ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है। अगर उस आउटकम पर हम देखना चाहें कि हमारा वह काम हो रहा है कि लोगों को स्वच्छ पानी मिल रहा है कि नहीं, वित्तीय व्यवस्था की स्थिति अच्छी है कि नहीं, बच्चे को पढ़ाई में स्कूल की सुविधा है कि नहीं, लोगों को एक्सेस टू हेल्थ केयर है कि नहीं, इन सब चीज़ों को अगर देखें तो आपको एसडीजी पर देखना पड़ेगा, ध्यान देना पड़ेगा। जैसा कि आपने देखा, बताया गया है कि पिछले साल के मुकाबले इस बार के एडिशन है, इसमें हम लोगों ने देखा है तो अनेक क्षेत्रों में अच्छी खबर हमारे लिए है। जिलों ने विकास किया है। पहले जहां पर मात्र 62% जिले फ्रंट रनर की कैटेगरी में थे, इस बार 85 जिले हैं, अर्थात यह इंप्रूवमेंट आया है। वहां की संपर्कता देखें आप, आधारभूत संरचना, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कनेक्टिविटी आप देखें बढ़ी है। सभी जिलों की कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ी है। हर राज्य के कैपिटल की कनेक्टिविटी, चाहे वो सिविल एविएशन के माध्यम से हो, रेल के माध्यम से हो, इनलैंड वाटर के माध्यम से हो, नेशनल हाईवे हो, सभी का काम काफी हुआ है। और इस संपर्कता को बढ़ने के कारण ही हम देख रहे हैं कि लोगों की रुचि उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्र में निवेश के लिए भी हो रही है। हम लोगों ने इन्वेस्टर समिट किया था कुछ दिनों पहले, करीब 4,30,000 करोड़ के निवेश के प्रस्ताव अलग अलग स्रोतों से, चाहे वो इंडस्ट्रियल हाउसेस हो या हमारे पीएसयू हो या लोकल इन्वेस्टर हो, ये हुआ था। यह हमारे उस संकल्प को और चिन्हित करती है, प्रतिबिंबित करती है कि हम लोग आने वाले समय में भी साइंटिफिक तरीके से योजनाओं का चयन करेंगे और लोगों को, ग्रामीणों को उसका पूरा लाभ मिले। जो गांव में लोग हैं, बसते हैं, शहर में लोग बसते हैं, उनकी जीवन के स्तर सुधार हो, उन्हें सुविधाएं समय पर मिल सके, इन सबों को ध्यान में रखते हुए ही योजनाओं का चयन किया जाए। ऐसी योजनाएं हो जिसका लाभ सभी लोग उठा सकें। इसलिए मैं खासकर नीति आयोग का और यूएनडीपी का धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा कि हमारे लिए तो यह हर रोज के लिए कहिए कि हमारे लिए एक तरह से ये बाइबल का काम करती है कि हर रोज हम लोग देखें योजनाओं का चयन हम कैसे करें, किस प्रकार करें। हर समय हम ये हैंडबुक देखकर ही अपने आगे की दिशा को तय करते हैं। हमें हमारे विकास की गाथा में आगे बढ़ने में यह हैंडबुक बहुत ही मददगार साबित हो रही है और आने वाले समय में साबित होगी। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
UNDP, my colleague Chanchal Kumar, Secretary Donor, friends and colleagues who are here. It's an extremely happy occasion. We're coming out with the second version of the release of the SDG report for the Northeastern region. The Prime Minister has a name for these states. उनको अष्टलक्ष्मी बोलते हैं। तो इस मैंने ये पिक्चर को सामने रखा क्योंकि उससे स्पष्ट दिखता है कि अष्टलक्ष्मी लक्ष्मी की प्राप्ति की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं। सिंपल एज दैट। अष्टलक्ष्मी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स achieving SDG goals and then achieving rapid economic growth. So I think that is the story that is coming out of today's report as and when it is released. What are the big stories? Number one, all states have improved. All the 8 states have improved dramatically, not marginally. And you can see that. There's almost the entire Northeast is marked green. Last time there were far more areas where there was no data. This time even data is available for most areas. And all the difficult areas which are there also, including places like Manipur, have shown a lot of progress in achieving SDG goals. This is the other way of looking at it. It tells you how many districts in which state are under various categories, and bulk of them are in the green category. If you focus on the bar charts on top, it shows also the remarkable improvement that is there. It's a highly heartening that about 85% of the districts are in the front runner category. It was just about 60% last time. Number of districts have changed. I'm using percentages. 85% of the districts are in the front runner category, which means they are very, very likely to meet the SDG goals as scheduled or earlier. I think that's very, very practically on 4 SDGs. SDG 2, which is hunger, SDG 4, which is education, SDG 6, which is drinking water and sanitation, and SDG 8, which is decent work on economic opportunities. So you can see how rapidly the situation in Assam has also changed. I think it's a matter for satisfaction as well as complementing the hard work, not only the Ministry of Donor, but also of the authorities at the state and district level. So I think Northeast is an extremely important part of India. You know, the country, the nation has an Act-East, East policy, and they are very, very critical. But I think जैसा देश बदल रहा है, Northeast भी बदल रहा है, you know, and this is one. This tallies with the results we have at the national level, which we came out a year and a half ago, about how different parts of India are changing. But what is interesting is the Northeast region SDG report is one of those rare reports where we take the SDG indicators down to the district level. This localization of SDG indicator is something very rare. And UNDP will bear me out. I don't think it's very common in the world. Telling that India has improved the SDG levels of its entire country is one story. Even telling that the states have improved their SDG levels is just still not adequate, because states in India are the size of countries in many other parts of the world. You have to take it down further. And I think that's what the SDG Northeastern Region document does. It gives you SDG rankings and SDG levels at the district level. What does it mean? It helps local people at the district level, at the Zilla Panchayat level, the DM, DC, to take decisions on improving various indicators. If I am a district collector in one district in the Northeast, and I know where I am and I'm in one of those yellows or reds, I know I am lagging in some areas, I know what steps I need to take. This is the beauty. The beauty of data, and the beauty of data at a very, very localized level. And I think that's the big story that comes out of the SDG Northeast region report. This is the second version. It has come out after 2 years. We will be coming out every 2 to 3 years with these reports, because you also have to see the data availability, the movement of data. I think the compliments not only to the NITI team and donor who have put together a fantastic report, but actually compliments to the people on the ground who are working hard day in and day out to see that these things improve. You are creating a base now, and that base is visible. You find children and youngsters from the Northeast now going all over the country, studying everywhere, in activities and professions everywhere. And I think the next step would be industrialization of this area. You're seeing semiconductor units coming up there. How will the semiconductor units come if you don't have employees? And how will you get employees if you don't have good schooling? And good schooling feeds into an SDG indicator. So the entire pyramid of development actually depends on a solid performance in SDGs, and you can see it. These things used to be seen in some other parts of India, but it's heartening to see that the Northeast is also moving in this direction. I compliment everybody, including donor, and I thank UNDP for all the support, assistance. This is a joint effort of all three of us, and I welcome you all to the release of this report. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Secretary, Ministry of Donor, Resident Representative, United Nations, officials from the NITI Aayog, senior representatives from the 8 northeastern states, esteemed partners from the UNDP, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. This launch of the second edition of the Northeast Region District SDG Index is a testament to our sustained commitment, as CEO has said, to inclusive, data-driven and outcome-oriented development across India's unique and vibrant Northeast. I think enough has been said, both about the ambition of this, but also of the utility of it. I was very pleased to hear Secretary Donor refer to it as the Bible. I didn't think we were in that business, but anyway, pleased to know that it is operationally useful. And operationally useful at the level of the ministry, but apparently also at the level of the states and the districts themselves. The northeastern region holds a distinct place in India's development story, both for good reasons and ill. I mean, the ill is that this is a region which, because of events over which it had no control, really lost its kind of traditional connectivity and has been struggling to, as it were, recreate a development model for the last 75 plus years. But the positives are that it has richness, ecological richness, cultural diversity, and a community-driven ethos, and very strong, as it were, regional and tribal traditions, which offer the possibility of tremendous further utilization in areas such as culture, in things like handicrafts, etc. As CEO has noted, this second edition shows that 85% of these districts fall within the front runner category, a notable improvement from the 62% in the first edition. I do want to use the presence of the UNDP representative for the cooperation in this and in our overall SDG exercise. I think that the localization model, which is now so highly regarded, has very much depended on the support of the UNDP, and similarly, in multidimensional poverty index is also mirrors, as it were, what UNDP does at the national level. I will just make two final points, because I put this whole event on an accelerator because I have to leave myself. And those 2 points are that at an event that we had with NCR recently, there was a great deal of interest in cross-learning. And here we have gone down to the district level, and that has its own purposes. But there's tremendous heterogeneity in both the initial conditions, but also in the performance of the northeastern states. And this is a large territory. I think it's the size of Britain. And so I think that is another direction in which NITI Aayog should be taking matters forward. As you know, in the budget, what was it, 9 months ago, the finance minister talked of another regional initiative for that. And I think thinking of regions as a totality, which of course is what the Ministry of Donor is charged to do, presents analytic challenges and opportunities. The second point that I would make, which is, yes, we need to look at performance at the district level, but we do know that, certainly in some of the states, I don't know them all, that there are diseconomies of scale. Too many schools, too small schools. So to focus only on the performance at the district level may obscure the possibility of bigger wins. So I think operating at all levels is really where the states themselves, Ministry Donor and NITI Aayog need to be involved. But none of this to minimize the considerable achievement that coming out with something like this for the second time in 2 years represents, and that the news is generally positive. And so my appreciation to all who've been involved in this.